What's going on, guys? It's Erica with Not Your Average EDC, and tonight we're going to do a pocket dump. Haven't done one of those in a little while, so we're going to do that. But first, what are we sipping? What are we flipping? We have hibiscus, lime, barrel-aged IPA, which is interesting. It's really good, and it's really potent, so that's fun. Cheers to that for our sip. And our flip is the Neutron from TRM Knives. I also have a whole bunch of other flippies, but we have this one out because I was doing some testing with this today to tie into the testing that we've been doing for June. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to go over my tools for today, so let's just hop right into it. Beep. Okay. On my person, I had 3 knives. I had the Spyderco Native 5 Lightweight in Spy 27 Steel. I had the Benchmade Bug Out in M4. And I had the TRM Neutron in 20 CV. Now, you may be wondering, where did the Para 3 go? Where did the Delica go? They're in my pouch. I want to start incorporating more geometry testing and just more, what would you call it? More examples of similar knives into my testing. Because let's say, for example, out of the 3 that I tested this month, you gravitate toward the Native 5 Lightweight. But let's say there's something about this that you don't really like. Maybe it's the backlock, maybe it's the length of the blade, maybe it's the kind of squared off handles, right? I want to be able to offer you guys basically examples in a similar realm that do similar things but may have different like locking mechanisms or steels or ergonomics that you guys prefer. So, in my opinion, in the same realm of like leaf-shaped, slicey drop point blades, I also have the Benchmade Bug Out, right? And the TRM Neutron, and this one has an axis lock, this one has a liner lock, but same kind of blade shape, thin, slicey, all that good stuff. So I'm really starting to kind of dial in more stuff that I can incorporate into my testing because the other 2 knives that I was testing this month, that I am testing, the Para 3 and the Delica, they don't really have anything that they can relate to in my collection, unfortunately. This is essentially a straight razor. It's a Wharncliffe. It's a utility knife, and it's basically a bougie, utility razor. I don't have anything with this blade shape. I have sheep's foot, I have other Wharncliffe, but nothing with a literal straight edge like this. So there's nothing I can really like compare it to in my collection. And then with the Para 3, again, we've got kind of like this triangle shape, and I just don't have anything to relate it to. Like the only thing is like the Paramilitary 2, which I don't have, and that's just a bigger version of this, but I just don't have anything quite the same shape as this. But with the Native 5, I have a lot of like slicey, leaf-shaped drop point blades that I can gravitate you guys toward if you don't like the Native 5. Does that make any sense? So that's why I brought those. I wanted to kind of compare them and see if they really do kind of like slice the same, feel the same, act the same, but just have like different locking mechanisms and different blade lengths, all that good stuff. So these were in my pouch at work with me today to use as well, but in my pocket I really had those other ones riding in there because I was continuously rotating them for tasks to see if they kind of feel the same, and they do. Boring stuff, Lucky Dog and Chapstick. Broken cell phone that's completely shattered. We've got the Mr. Nice Bar, as always. I use this all the time. The other day I used it to chisel fertilizer that had like kind of solidified together because it got rained on, and I had to chisel it all apart. So infinite uses for a pocket pry bar. We've got Streamlight Micro Stream, little flashlight that I've been using. titanium pen from Big Idea Design. This is the twisty one. Wallet from the Failsafe Goods over in Concord, New Hampshire. I live like literally a half hour from this guy, and I think it's just so cool that he makes wallets that close to me. Bandana. Field Notes notebook. I carry these because at work, I basically work outside most of the time, and people will get like wagons full of flowers and vegetables and fruits and trees, and I write them down in here, and then I rip out the paper and give it to the girls at the register because I take the orders outside. And then my Tale of Knives belt sheath with a Swiss Army Spartan, and this is the onyx one. So all of the tools are kind of like blacked out. They're shiny, but they're black. And the Victorinox Spirit X pliers. Now, again, we have a little bit of redundancy here, and if you're wondering why, it's because I do a lot of redundant jobs, like fixing things that children break at my job. The amount of crap that I have to fix and tape and screw and pry and poke, oh, my head hurts. And a lot of times I need like 2 screwdrivers or something like that, so it's really handy to have pliers especially, but like there are a lot of jobs at my work where I'm working on a project where you have a screwdriver holding the screw on one side and twisting the other one out, and you like literally need 2 screwdrivers. There are many things, surprisingly, where you need to hold the back to get the front out. So I carry these as my tools because we don't have screwdrivers at work or any tools really. We're not given anything. So this is kind of like my fix-it-all toolkit, and it really does fix almost everything. But yeah, pliers, super useful. The fertilizer, it's called a dosatron. The dosatron is held together with zip ties, duct tape, electrical tape, plumbing tape, Teflon tape, zip ties again, and makeshift nuts and bolts. So pliers are kind of a must for continuously repairing the nightmare of the dosatron. So there's that. But that's what I carry today. That's what I usually carry. Let me know down in the comments what you guys carry, and let me know if you guys carry anything redundant because you have to or because you want to. But just, yeah, let me know what you guys have been carrying. I'm always super curious about that. If you can't tell, I'm exhausted. We hired like an entire new crew at work, and we're training all of them, so it was a long day. But I wanted to show you guys what I was carrying today. I really also like this bead. This is from Urban Carvers. Isn't that cool? Like, look at how good that looks. I think that's it. I'm gonna go drink beer and probably drink a lot of beer. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Go use your shit. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.